Well, bam! Here is SH Figuarts Obi-Wan Kenobi, Episode 1, Phantom Menace Edition. I know, Phantom Menace, terrible movie, garbage, trash, awful. But this figure I've been seeing for about a month now. People have been taking pictures and posting reviews and stuff, and I think it looks really nice. So we'll get to the bottom of all that in a minute. Comes in the same kind of a box as Darth Maul came in. If you have any other Star Wars SH Figuarts, you probably know what to expect from the box already. Some little pictures on the back. Hey, not bad. Alright, I haven't even opened this guy yet. I got him just today, so let's get started. Alright, just got him out of the package, and so far so good. Looks like you're going to get some really excellent range of motion out of this guy. He's got a lot of detail, and as you can see, like a lot of different points of articulation. Doesn't really look like it hinders anything from the sculpt getting in the way of the articulation or anything, so far I'm happy with that. It looks like he's got that same kind of like gold in his hair that Luke Skywalker had, and some people weren't really happy about that, but on this figure it's really not that bad, at least as far as I can tell. I don't know, maybe I'm just not that bothered by it personally. I don't know what the deal is. His braid's like a rubbery piece almost, like it's a thin plastic, so I don't know, as long as you don't like tug on it, it shouldn't break. But yeah, it looks like you're going to get a good range of motion out of this guy. His little tunic thing doesn't get in the way of his leg articulation, so that's nice. I'm always afraid, like, when figures come with, like, this kind of a thing over the legs, that it's going to be, like, tough to move, but that doesn't seem to be the case for this guy. And unless I'm mistaken, maybe he has the same kind of a Dragon Ball Z joint where you can pull down and get a little extra. It looks like, yeah, you can pull down and get a little bit of extra motion out of the leg. So, nice. Get a little close up here, and you can see the likeness to Ewan McGregor is actually really good. This is the head that comes on the figure when you open it. I'll show the extra one shortly here. But yeah, if you look at the belt, the detailing and the paint, all that, looks really nice. They definitely took their time with this one. Let's see, the texturing on the tunic is really nice too. You can probably see like there's a little bit of like, it looks like it's cloth compared to like just a flat kind of like plastic surface. Taking a look at the boots, it looks like they're more of a leathery look compared to like the cloth of the rest of the costume. Hey, toe articulation, there you go. But yeah, overall the whole figure just looks really nice. So definitely happy to have it. Even though it represents a dark time in Star Wars history, I can't hold it against this figure because it's really nice. So here's his alternate head with the teeth showing and a little bit of more of a angry / annoyed face. This is probably the head you could use if they ever made like a Jar Jar figure, and you could just have him like hanging his head, be like, oh, what the hell is this shit I gotta deal with for a whole movie? Sucks. Comes with 3 different lightsabers. This is the handle for his lightsaber, which has the little peg on it, similar to like the Hasbro 3 3/4 stuff, and that way you can like plug it into his belt and have it be just hanging off of his belt like that. Here's his extended lightsaber. This is the one that he used in episodes 1 and 2, so I think they captured the detail on it pretty nicely. Matches the design really well. And lastly, here's Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, because he uses it in the fight against Darth Maul at the end of Phantom Menace. So that's why they packed that in there if you want to reenact the scene. But I really like the way they did the blades on him. Nice color, nice translucency. Here are the extra hands he comes with. He comes with 2 open hands like that, so you can do like a force push attack. He comes with his lightsaber gripping hands, which have like the holes in the middle, so you can put the lightsaber. And then he has like his battle stance, like 2-finger attack mode hand, I guess. You see him do that in Revenge of the Sith against General Grievous. I'm not sure why they included it with this Obi-Wan, but it's a nice addition either way. Then you also have an extra hand for like just kind of like in a more relaxed open hand pose, so you could like be using the Force or whatever. So nice inclusions of all this stuff. Now here I got him with the new head popped on and swapped out some of his hands. All of them came apart pretty easily. I will say the hands that hold the lightsabers, it's kind of like on an angle when you have to attach it. So just be aware of that, so you're not trying to like shove it in against the peg and have it break off or whatever. Also, the blue lightsaber, this little black ball thing at the bottom, that comes off, and that's how you get the lightsaber in the hand. You just slide the handle down through, and then you put the black thing back on the bottom. So make sure you got that in a safe place if you're going to remove it and replace it and all that kind of stuff. But overall, yeah, Obi-Wan looks really nice. I'm glad I got him. He'll make a nice accompaniment to Darth Maul. Speaking of Darth Maul, let's bring some figures in here and see how he scales up. So size-wise, here he is next to the Figuarts Darth Maul that came out the end of last year. You can see they scale up together pretty nicely. Obi-Wan is slightly taller, as I believe he was in the movie, so it's a nice scale. These two look great together, by the way. So even if you hate the Phantom Menace, I still would recommend picking these two figures up. They're great pieces for any Star Wars collection. Now that I'm done talking about figure arts, let's get some different Star Wars figures in here and see how they look. Here he is next to some of the 1/12 scale Bandai model kits. I got C-3PO and I got R5-D4. I have R2-D2, I just haven't built them yet. But yeah, you can see that when these guys are put together and put next to SH Figuarts Obi-Wan, they look great. They're all in good scale with each other, and they mix well together in a display. Here he is next to the Hasbro Black Series Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. Now, these guys look pretty similar costume-wise, which kind of makes me wonder. A lot of people are kind of speculating that Figuarts might put extra Obi-Wan heads in with different characters down the line, so you can get an Episode 2 head or an Episode 3 head like this. My best guess is they'd probably pack in Episode 3 with General Grievous that's coming out. And if I had my way, they'd pack in an Episode 2 head with Count Dooku, but I don't think they've made any announcement for Count Dooku yet, so they might throw it in with Jango Fett. I don't know. This is me speculating. We'll see what happens. But you can see that they scale pretty well nicely together. You can also see, as I have them here side by side, the improvements of quality that the Figuarts version has over the Hasbro version. So, yeah, you get what you pay for. So here's Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan together, and they look good. Now here he is next to the Sideshow Collectibles Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi. And as you can see, this scale is right out. There's no way that these two will scale well together. But, you know, this wouldn't have been a complete review unless I showed you all the possibilities that you have at your disposal. So just be aware, he will not go well with him unless you're doing like a weird multi-scale thing, or you're just a big Obi-Wan fan and you want all different Obi-Wans on your shelf. So yeah, just be aware that this scaling, out of the question. Also, just wanted to show this real quick. This is a custom robe that somebody on eBay makes. I'm not sure who the seller is or whatever the case. I bought it off a guy off of WrestlingFigs.com. He was selling some of his Star Wars stuff, so I picked this up because I knew I had Obi-Wan coming. It's maybe a little baggy, so I mean, you could still definitely work with it, make it look good. I just put it on him to see how it looks, and I'm definitely going to mess with it a little bit. Maybe I'll even like tailor it a little bit just to make it a little more of a good fit. But just wanted to show this off. If you come across anybody selling these robes, this is how it's going to look on Obi-Wan. I think it's pretty good, but, you know, hey, it's up to you. So overall, my final thoughts, if you're a Star Wars fan, if you have any attachment to Obi-Wan as a character, or, you know, God forbid, to Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, I would highly recommend you buy this figure. It's really nice. You could pretty much get him into any pose that he probably hit in any of the movies, that and probably way more. I give him my full endorsement. Buy this figure. You can still get him through various different websites. I'm not going to go into all that, but just search it, SH Figuarts Obi-Wan, you'll find him. Figuarts continues to do great stuff with the Star Wars line. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they got coming out in the future. I know there's a couple of different things I'm going to be looking out for. Awesome stuff. It's a great time to be a Star Wars collector, man, because you got the various different lines out there, several of which I've shown here, whether the Bandai model kits or the Black Series from Hasbro or the figure art stuff, which I'm really, really partial to. You got a lot of good options. So, with that said, I'm Captain McKay. We'll catch you next time.